get ready for a will, get ready for a fight, get ready to basically claw your way out, scratch, scream, and bite, because today we're looking at the Haunted Warrior Specters themselves, the one and only Phantom Knights. And today, unfortunately, I don't usually use my, normal cases I use, because I wanted to switch it up a little. But today we're going to be doing a deck profile on pure Phantom Knights, meaning we're only just using the main deck, and unfortunately, I did do a little bit of outsourcing. This is basically during the time where basically Armageddon Knight has been limited, so I do run one copy of Armageddon Knight, but everything else is Phantom Knight orientated. So do be sure to know that I am going to be using everything, and I hope you guys like the new deck box. It's pretty cool. I got it from my local card shop down here in St. Louis, Missouri. That's where I'm living at. That's not where originally I'm from, but it's Wizard's Wagon at the Del Mar Loop. If you ever come down there, here to St. Louis. And, yeah, you see the Phantom Knights right there. Let's get this thing out the deck box and see how really awesome this deck can be. So, as we're looking at this deck, you can clearly see that this deck is basically a all-dark type attributed warrior deck. It's a Link Xyz based deck, which is kind of weird because the fact is this deck is based off of spectral possessed knights that never fall, never die, never do anything. They keep coming, and it's really weird because the fact is it's not a zombie type archetype, which I thought Phantom Knights were for a while when I first heard about them. Since GX, when I used to read the manga, they used to come out in GX. They were first premiered in GX in the manga, and I think in the anime. And they went through all the way through Zexal, and they were kind of talked about, but never came out until, my apologies, Arc V. And when Arc V premiered them, they were kind of like a head-scratching situation because it was mostly XZs, and that's it. They didn't really have much anything else. And when the Link format came out with Legendary Heroes, which was the Nordics, which I still need to do a deck profile on, and Destiny Heroes, which everybody and their mother does Destiny Heroes. I'm not going to do a deck profile on that because me doing pure Destiny Heroes wouldn't really mean anything. Everybody knows how to build pure Destiny Hero deck. Come on. Come on now. Dreadmaster, whatever. Come on now. Even with Malicious being put to 2, it's still a know-how. Come on now. Nobody's really stupid. But I want to show you what a pure Phantom Knight deck looks like. Now, already you can tell the Link monster looks pretty dope. But let's get into the main deck real quick. Now, as far as main deck level 4s we're talking about, and I mean level 4s, because we're just talking level 4s we're going to be looking at, and I'm not going to explain to you what these cards do, because like I said, y'all got Wikipedia, y'all got everything else to explain to you what these cards do and how they work. Y'all got Bulbapedia, which is the fan base page, which is pretty clear how these cards are played, so I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to give you a deck list of what I can do with pure. As far as one-ofs, my apologies, like I said, one copy of Armageddon Knight. This is my only copy of Armageddon Knight. It's holographic and I like it. You just only need one because he's limited to one and you can't do anything about it. Cry all you want to. Yada, yada, yada. 3 copies of the Phantom Knight of the Fragile Armor. The Phantom Knight of the Gloven Helm. Ancient Cloak. Silent Boots, 3 ofs. Rugged Gloves, you need 3 ofs. And that's it for monsters. Now, I know what you're thinking. And for those new viewers, those young viewers, I'm not talking to the old viewers, why is there little monsters in this archetype? Because, come to find out, there are pseudo-monsters in this archetype. What I mean by pseudos, the spells and the traps can become monsters themselves. I will point them out if necessary. For spells, we have 2 Phantom Knight's Spear, which is basically the only spell in this deck. It does not become a monster. It's not a pseudo. Their rank-up spell, the Phantom Knight's rank-up magic launch, 2 ofs in this deck. Because you can't put 3 ofs because it would overdo the quantity of what I built this deck to do. 2 of the pseudo monsters. Phantom Knight of the Shadow Veil, which is a pseudo. Another pseudo, Phantom Knight of the Shield Barrage. And another pseudo, Phantom Knight Mistclaw. Wrong Magneting. Dark Gauntlets. Tomb Shield. Lost Vambrace. And that's it for what we have for the pseudos. So technically, it's these are the only cards in the deck that can become monsters that I know of. Now the regular traps, we got 2 copies of Wings, 2 copies of Fog Blade, and 2 copies of Swords, which don't become anything but items, or just the cards themselves, just track cards, continuous track cards. As far as basically extra deck monsters, 2 of Cursed Javelin, 2 copies of Broke Sword, and for generic outsourcing, number 86, Heroic Champion Ramados. I think that's how you pronounce the name. 2 copies of Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. And the only reason why that the rank up spell card is in this deck, Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon. Which is kind of sad. Actually, very sad, actually. Because the only way, I mean, you can still rank up with the extra deck cards, but I really feel like that's the only reason why the rank up spell card is in this deck. It's just for Requiem Dragon, and even then, you have to have no Xyz monsters on that card at all. So, like I said, that's the only reason why the rank up spell card is in here. That's the only use I can think of. And then, last but not least, the boss reason why everyone bought the hero set to build them is basically Phantom Knight of the Burst Berserker. I think it's, what's his name? Bardich? Or Bardock? Is that how you spell Bardock? Rusty Bardock? Yeah, I think it is. And he's Link 3, and you can run 3 of them. You need to run 3 of them. This deck works so well. It's based off of Banishment. You can take out some stuff to run Layers of Darkness and Dark Eruption. There's so many ways you can build this competitively, but this is the way I built it, purely with Phantom Knights in mind. There are lots of lists on every forum that can tell you the best way to build Phantom Knights. That's just how the deck looks as pure. How it plays pure, it's kind of long and drawn out, unfortunately. I played it pure. It's not slow, it's just long and drawn out to where it'll take up an entire 20-25 minutes of a turn. But other than that, this has been the deck profile on the Phantom Knights. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked what it's about. It's a pretty interesting archetype if you want to try it. Fun fact, if you want you and your opponent to go with a little element rivalry, you and your opponent can play Satellars and he can play Phantom Knights. It's really fun because both decks, surprisingly, can counteract each other very well. Even though, Phantom Knights are known to shut down dark attributed decks due to Diamond's effect. And Phantom Knights can somehow stop you from getting into Diamond very easily, actually. There's ways you can. And other than that, this is your boy Chaos, and I'm going to talk about the Chaos to show you what's awesome for you next time. See you.